gonna move the boat because I'm moving house again. Look, dude, fuck you.
It's character.
I haven't touched it up yet.
It's character.
Just saying.
Gus is fucking complaining about this.
Chris, look, there's dots, mate. He's freaking out.
Fuck you. See you do better. Fuck off. Also, please help me now. Alright, so the custom dolly is under here. What we need to do is we need to position it and then have a couple of people lift up one end and then I'll move the blocks out. Alright, we got it on the wheels and we're just gonna take it down the street. Yeah, I'm moving just down the street, which is very convenient. There's probably something got stuck under one of the wheels. Tally-ho! Just taking the boat for a walk. No one can get in. There's not enough weight carrying capacity on these casters. It looks like one of the casters is really on the way out. Yeah, this caster's fucked.
Oh yeah.
We've slid forward. This caster is not long for the world. So we're just gonna get one of the other moving dollies and chuck it underneath. Should be right. Alright, here we go. Because I need to paint the water line on the other side. Oh yeah. How'd that go? New home. Sweet. Just got a text saying that my trailer's arrived. So I'm just gonna go pick it up now. Let's go for a little drive, shall we? Universal Express Group. This is supposed to be it. How about you? Hopefully. Well, it's all in there. Well, there it is, the trailer. Just gotta assemble it. Except I forgot my hand trolley at the courier depot, so now I have to go back and get it. Well, I'm afraid it's been a very long time since I've done any boat stuff. We moved house. Look at this new garage. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Check out the bench over there. That was already in here, but I'm gonna make some upgrades. It's gonna be a real sweet bench. Anyway, we moved house and a bunch of other stuff, and yeah, it's been 5 or so weeks since I've actually done any boat stuff. Sorry, boat. And it's so almost ready as well, but you know, it's still winter. Well, actually, it's just gone spring. The cherry blossoms out the front of the house are just blooming and you can smell them, and it's just, oh man, it's gonna be boat weather just around the corner. It was 20 degrees today. Can you believe that? Still 14 right now, and it's 6:45 in the evening. Anywho, so it's time to get back into it. And what I need to start doing is assembling the trailer. Got all the trailer bits stacked up in here. Let's just grab all these and there they are. Now let's have a look in some of these boys and see what we got. Oh, I want to get in. Bunch of metal. Oh, and some wheels. Ooh. That looks like a wheel holder. Oh, some leaf springs. This is the wheel area. Woo! Look at that thing. That's cute. That's a little boy. That's a pair of them. good to have a nice fresh Stanley knife. Trailer bits. Well, that's it. That's a trailer. There's some stuff here. I don't really know what it is, but rollers for the boat to go on. Sort of box sections here that make up the general chassis, I guess. And this long pole will probably be where the hitch goes, I think, at one end or the other. There's some mud guards here. There's some wheels. Got some little wheel mounts that go on the axle, which I assume is this thing here. Some mud flaps there. Then we got some suspension springs, a box full of electrics, a box full of screws and nuts, and there's the, I guess the hitch, whatever you call it. And finally, most importantly, some assembly instructions. Prior to assembling your trailer, please take out a certificate of origin for a vehicle from box for applying the license. Certificate. Origin for a vehicle. Don't remember seeing any more paper. Wonder where that could be. Maybe it's in the assembly instructions. Hub assembly. It's just a assembly. No certificate there. I don't think that there were any more certificates or papers that I could see. Maybe I got it in the email. I'm gonna have a look. Aha! Important documents inside. What could be more important than a certificate of something? Approval. Oh, come on, cheeky. What have we got here? This is something. Registration, tire pressure. Oh, there's the invoice. Certificate of compliance. That's what we need, man. Yes. Oh, and a notification of vehicle approval. This is all good. Otherwise, the government will be like, nah, bro. And I'm like, yeah, bro. I got my certificate, bro. I'm compliant. Wiring diagrams and shit. That's good. Well, got all the documents together. Boat will hold all the documents. Cheers. That's something here as well. Better. Packing slip. I've already got this in the email. Okay, so these are all the instructions. These are all the important documents, including the compliance certificate and stuff. So I need to put these in a safe spot. Safe spot. Maybe somewhere inside. Or I could put them up in the microwave up there. That'd be fine. Or the freezer. No, I'll put them inside somewhere. Alright. How do we do this? Read the instructions carefully and follow them step by step for easy assembly. You'll find a complete parts list on the previous page. Average assembly time is approximately 6 hours. I'll be finished at 2 o'clock. Nah, I probably won't finish it all today. In assembling trailer parts, they're identified by standing at rear of trailer and looking toward tongue. Do not fully tighten bolts and nuts until the trailer frames are completely assembled. Blah, 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 blah. Step 1. Route tail end of wire plug assembly into open hitch end of tow bar and out the 9/16 hole in the bottom. Check tow bar, use gravity to help snake the wires through. Final wires. Okay, well, I better just find all those things and start doing it. Obviously, it needs to get confusing now. It says here route tail end of wire plug assembly into open hitch end of tow bar and out the 9/16 hole in the bottom. But there are plugs in the end. Definitely won't fit through there. But then the wiring diagram says to unroll the wiring loom and remove the 7-pin flat plug. Start from the back left-hand side and guide the wires exit the open side beam next to the drawbar. Here it says we start by routing the tail end of the wire plug assembly into the tow bar, into the open hitch end of the tow bar. But here it says we go the other way. So, like, what do we do? That's confusing. I feel like maybe this one supersedes this one because we can't really do this. Because we've got these plugs on the end here and they didn't go through that hole. There's always something. for some reason, all the bolts and everything are in imperial instead of metric. So I need 3/8 by 4 inch. Was that it? I don't know. 3/8. Lucky I have this ruler here. That's 4 inches. 3/8. Okay, well, that's a half, quarter. So those ones must be 8ths. 1, 2, 3. Well, I don't know. I just convert it into millimeters and then measure that. 3/8 of an inch is 9.5 millimeters. Oh, 9.35. I guess these are it. I can switch to inches. What does that give me? 0.367 inches. What is that? You gotta use metric. It's just better. Why is this happening to me? Okay. Well, it's a good thing I've got this big box full of weird sockets. Because I found one. It's 11/16 that fits this. Oh, it fits. I don't really have a corresponding box of weird wrenches. I have all these wrenches, but most of them are metric. Well, that's a 5/8. Okay, two 11/16 sockets. I also discovered that the 17mm fits really good as well. Might just use my 17mm wrench. That's a nice 17mm with a ratchet. Yeah, boy. Talkbiltimer. Well, here's a 10mm metric bolt for comparison. And it is like slightly thinner. That fits in the 17 and it fits in there as well. I bet you we can't fit one of the nuts on. Nah. No. They're definitely not 10mm. All hail the Emperor, I guess. Sorry to all you American people for me hating on the imperial system. Just when you grow up with metric, everything makes sense, and then it's like, what is this? Fractions? I haven't done fractions since school, and I want to keep it that way. What's one size smaller than 11/16? 10/16? Oh, wait, but then that would be 5/8. Don't make me think. What's one size smaller than 17? 16. Then 15, 14. I'm not going to keep going on about it. But like metric, just do it. It'll hurt at first, but it feels so good. Rant over. Did I say rant over? Resume rant. I don't know if this is an imperial versus metric thing, but the head on the bolt is bigger than the head on the nut. They're not the same size. Oh, fits in nicely. Too small. What? Who came up with that idea? Now I need to carry around 2 wrenches for one size of bolt? Just in case you don't believe me, here is our friendly 10mm metric bolt. Well, that's the nut. And that's the bolt. And would you know, they fit the same wrench. Am I going crazy? Maybe it's just these bolts? Oh man. Rant over. Well, I take back that rant, because apparently a 3/8 inch bolt is supposed to use a 9/16 nut, which, that probably is, but I don't know. Yeah, this one says it too. 3/8 needs a 9/16, but 9/16 definitely doesn't fit on that head. What's going on? This is weird. Really weird. Because I tried a 5/8, which should be a 10/16, and it didn't fit. So 9/16 should be smaller than a 5/8. Yeah, I mean, because the size up here is 7/16, that goes with the 5/8. It's all madness. It's all madness. Well, this is 9/16, and that fits that. But this 14mm wrench also fits. It was tight, but it fits. So I might use that. So they're all nylon locking nuts, these, so I don't have to worry about Loctite or anything. And I'm putting them face down so that the nut is down from the trailer's perspective. And I thought I'd do that just in case one of them vibrated off. Then the bolt would kind of still be held in by gravity. I mean, I know it's not a good insurance policy, but better to have that bolt just hanging on and held in place by gravity than have it the other way and the nut comes off for some reason and then the bolt falls straight out. Is that a good idea? I think all things being equal, it makes sense, so well, that's what we're going with. Yep. Does make it a little bit more annoying to assemble though. So these bolts are supposed to be 9/16 by 3 1/4 inch. And that pretty much checks out. So I looked up the correct socket size to use with 9/16, and they said 13/16, as this is. And sure enough, it fits the bolts, but the nuts, it just doesn't fit. But you know it does fit? A 22mm socket. Fits perfectly. What is up with these? Is this standard? Is this a thing? Or are these bolts just weird? Okay, well this is the basic frame done. Pretty straightforward. Just like a triangular bit on the end and a pole out the front. This little thing, I need to adjust its position. I'm not sure exactly where the bow will come up to, but I'll figure that out later. This bit was a huge pain in the butt to put on. Like these holes were vaguely in the right places, but not 100%. I had to sort of get the bolts and all really loose and kind of hammer them a bit and then tighten it up. And this bolt for attaching the chain, I couldn't really figure it out, but the only way I could get it on was like after I'd already put this hitch on. But the plans say to do it before. Well, that's not entirely true. The plans actually don't give you verbal instructions as to how to bolt the hitch on. It stops here at step 5, install safety pin. Oh, on the latch of coupler. But there's nothing in here actually telling you to put this thing on. It's just kind of implied that you bolt it through. And then, you know, step 4, and then on page 7, you get to step 7. What? I don't know, man. It's a bit confusing. Also, I've been calling this thing the hitch. Apparently this is the coupler, and the hitch is the bit that's on the car. I don't know.